follow through on. I'm not saying you're not going to follow through on your resolutions. Who am I to say that? You get my point. But let's look at resolutions like diet and exercise and these kinds of things. I know I've not done well with what I've said I wanted to do in 2020, and it's on my list for 2021. I don't know about you, but let's get real. Let's get real about what that means. You know, if I'm doing something like wanting to diet, well, that's probably saying I don't like my weight, or I want it to be different. I could use to lose a few. And why? Well, I could say so I could feel better, or for health reasons. Both of those would be true. If I look a little deeper, though, at whatever it is that's going on, I'm going to find the true meaning behind it. Because in order to have a new world, your own and the world around you, in the new year, you've got to get real with yourself. And so whenever I'm looking at making a change like diet or exercise, or how I portray myself, or in my relationship, or in finances, or whatever the things I want to make different in my new year, there's a reason why I want to do that, not just them. It's not the things that are going on. It's the meaning they have to me behind it. And I don't mean just to me about my life, but there are statements that I believe are the core behind all that we choose to express or experience in our lives. I call them the I statements. The I statements are, I believe this about me. And so, can I be fulfilled? Can I be happy? Can I be free in my life and continue to carry this weight that I want to get rid of? Yes, I can. It doesn't make me who I am. What I think of myself does. And no matter how much weight I lose or how much better shape I get in, although my wife would be really happy about that, and no matter how much better it makes me feel physically, it's about the way that I see myself that is the origin of the fuel that can have me do it in a way that I'll be successful. And it'll be successful not because I lost the weight, but because I see myself differently no matter what occurs. But it can be the fuel that makes the difference. You got to look beyond the reflection you're seeing in the mirror. You don't have to do anything, as I say all the time. When I say you got to, I always stop myself and say, you're sitting there listening, you can't tell me what to do. I'm not telling you what to do, of course. But when you look in the mirror, you're going to see an image of yourself. And it'll be a reflection of who you are in the moment. It'll be the physical representation of what your eyes are seeing. But we can get a chance to look deeper and look with our spirit, to look at that inner knowing of how you see yourself, your relationship to yourself and to your life, your relationship to the world. It's all relevant, because as we're making our way, we're looking for ways to open doors to getting somewhere and doing something else. Of course, there's the go part of go for it. You might think it's about taking the next step. J. Pierpont Morgan says, the first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you're not going to stay where you are. It's important to let go to create an opening for something else. It's important to look within to see what the meaning is of life you want to experience and have. And through the openings of what you let go, you can bring more of what you want to be and therefore become as you're moving into the new year. Tom Robbins says, each time we exhale, the world ends. When we inhale, there can be, if we allow it, rebirth and spiritual renewal. It all transpires inside of us, in our consciousness, in our hearts, all the time. Tom Robbins, not Tony Robbins, Tom Robbins. It's an inside job. And the way that we choose to live is inside out. Whether we're aware of it or conscious of it or not, we're living inside out. What is your inside saying your outside wants to be this year? In this new year, let's create a new world. I know that sounds like a grandiose statement. Let's do it from where we are and who we are and how we are. Let's create a new your world, your life. Let's create a new the world that we live in together. Let us bring into this new year a transformation that allows for us to experience the things that are most important to each and all of us. Let's be more loving. Let's be more peaceful. Let's be more joyful. Let's experience more fulfillment in our lives, and let's share it with one another. Let's get to that place within ourselves and in our relationships and interactions to where we know the abundance and the prosperity that life has to offer, that we have to offer life, and that we can all dance together to the dance of life, to the symphony or song of life that we create by being kind, by being respectful, by being compassionate, by caring, by loving more. The unconditional state of love allows for you to be able to experience yourself without limitation, with unlimited possibilities. And as you are that in the world, it ignites the flame of your passion to fulfill your, to bring more fulfillment to you, not just on a spiritual level, in your life. Something I am choosing as 2020 is ending and 2021 is beginning is to fulfill my spiritual destiny, is the term I'm using. What my spirit is calling for me to be in the world. Just Jim and more. And at the same time, I'm fulfilling my personal destiny by being true to what I know matters at the core of my heart, at the very spark of my spirit, of the passion and purpose of my soul. Let's all be all we can be, so that each and every one of us are experiencing our highest good. As we choose to be that and become that, as we reflect it out like beacons of light and love and peace and joy and freedom and beauty in our lives, let it be shared with those who we love that are close to home, to those who we encounter as we make our way, and know that it is not limited and it's carried out into and as the world in this new year. Let each of us be a beacon that shines a light into the world of inspiration, encouragement, support, and be the unity of humanity, to be what really makes a difference for each and all of us. A closing quote, Thomas Merton: "There is in us an instinct for newness, for renewal, for a liberation of creative power. We seek to awaken in ourselves a force which really changes our lives from within. And yet the same instinct tells us that this change is a recovery of that which is deepest, most original, most personal in ourselves. To be born again is not to become somebody else. It is to become ourselves. Let us enter into this new year with authenticity, integrity, honesty, respect, caring, consideration, compassion, understanding, acceptance. Let these be the vehicle that brings the truth of who we are at the very core of our being, living inside out, to share all of who we are, all that is, infinite and unlimited, to have the infinite possibilities that are available to us to be filled with the energy and the inspiration of us being who we really are. Know that I'm here in any way I can to support you, to help encourage you, You can reach me at revjimtoole@gmail.com. My Facebook page. Please don't hesitate to contact me if there's something I can do. We're in this together. Let us make this new year a new world that makes a difference for each and all of us, every day, all the time. Be well, be safe, be conscious in your decisions, your actions, your interactions. Many blessings to each and all of you as we end this new year. I'll see you next year. God bless all of you.